Announcing the commencement of the first purge.
I want you to change the world, and don't think that this is going to happen peacefully or you can do it alone. We need to kill the rich. You get out there, you use your weapons, and you rip Washington apart. You hunt down the billionaires, the bank bosses, the CEOs, the scumbags and the liars, the governors, the lobbyists, the senators, because they're all the same, and you hang them.
Just remember all the good the purge does.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's June 7th, 2018. I'm Eric. Sorry about my absence. I've been busy. Alright. Yellowstone eruption fears spike as largest geyser erupts for the 8th time. Now, the USGS, the United States government, the park authorities will never tell you that it's going to erupt. Never. They will stammer and stutter until the very fucking moment it erupts. And of course, the people that are there on the ground are going to be vaporized in just seconds after the caldera there erupts. This video is not going to be about anything in particular. I just wanted to point out to you that since Kilauea erupted, another one has erupted in, what is it, Guam? I want to say Guam. And this eruption was even more deadly than Kilauea was, or is. It's still going on. Kilauea is still erupting, and so is the other volcano. So, you know, if you're not prepared, if you don't have any water or food, dried beans, dried vegetables, dried meats or canned meats, water, maybe I already said water, or water filtration methods, man, I really suggest that you get on the fucking ball, because you may be running out of time here really soon. Make no mistake about it, if Yellowstone goes, and so will the rest of our country. Our deaths will be much slower than those near the epicenter, but nonetheless, it will cause a lot of people to die all across the planet. And, well, if you're not prepared, you're going to be among the first to fucking die. So, and let me remind you that if you don't have a shelter that's made out of concrete or steel or both, you better find you something. You better find somewhere to go that's not going to burn down. You don't want to, the people around you to have the ability to infiltrate where you're at or to burn you out. And, you know, putting yourself in a wood structure or a trailer, anything like that, you're asking for fucking big problems. Now, I have a couple places here that I can go. I have a decent size bomb shelter I can go to. And there's other structures that are all cement and steel that I've mapped out already. That way, if anything happens, we can go there and relax until it's time to start moving. So, and there's a lot of shit going on. I can't keep up with it. One thing I can tell you is marijuana, cannabis, is not a substitute for opiates, like people would like you to believe. It's not. It's not even close. School cop repeatedly tasers innocent special needs child for wanting to go outside. Should a cop be able to taser children? I don't think so. I think it's unreasonable. And, you know, that parent should fucking be out for that cop's head. If that was my kid, I would kill the cop. I would. But our economy is still faltering. I just watched a video with Lisa Haven, of all people. It had the guy from Trade Genius on it. And he was talking about how, you know, Trump is being successful at propping our economy up and getting jobs back here, but there's consequences. And a part of those consequences is higher gas prices. And then, of course, our crop production this year is already in an abysmal state, so we're going to be relying on Russia for food. So things are continuing to get worse, day by day, and I know I haven't really nagged at anybody about being prepared like other channels. I figure, you know, either you're going to get prepared or you're not. But if you're poor and you can't get prepared, you have recourse. A lot of people would call you a criminal for your recourse, but I would not. If you are poor, you need to map out where the warehouses are, like Walmart warehouse, like Dollar General warehouse, and so on and so forth. If you can do that, you'll have all the food you need for pretty much as long as you need. However, you better be prepared to defend those locations if you decide to go that route, because other people are going to end up thinking about that, and you can either be a decent person and take the chance and share, you know, just allow the people in, or you can be utterly ruthless, like I would suggest, and tell the people, if you try to come in here, I'm going to kill you. And if they try to come in there, kill them. You know, there's going to be a huge race for resources. Whoever gets the resources first wins. And that's the bottom line. So you want to know where all these things are at. You want to know where all the gun shops are at. You want to know where all the warehouses are at. You want to know where there are diesel vehicles you can take. You want to know these things. And you want to be able to make fuel. You want to be able to produce hydrogen. And if you haven't learned how to do that yet, I do advise you to learn. It's not a hard thing at all, and would take minimum work. So, and of course, hydrogen can be used to supplement the fuel in your vehicle, whether it be gasoline or diesel. It could be used to heat in the cold. So, another thing you should be thinking about are cuts. Cuts. If you have, if you get cut in this environment, you may end up dying from infection. So, you want to think about these things in advance. Have a couple bottles of alcohol sitting to the side. Have some toilet paper. Have some tampons. Have a lot of tampons and toilet paper. Other people, even if you're a male, other people would want those. They would want tampons and pads for their ladies or their daughters. All right, little bottles of alcohol, drinking alcohol. It may not happen, but I really have a strong feeling that it is, and I think it's happening now. And you're running out of time. I'm already fairly well prepared. Of course, you can always be more prepared, but as I sit now, in conjunction with my other plans, I will make out pretty well. in the end. Right now, I'm struggling, but in that environment, I will be pretty well off. So, anyway, I thought I would talk to y'all because I haven't in a couple of days. I've been working, and you know how it is when you work. Time gets away from you, sitting here with your kids, and you just get fucking exhausted. It's been many months since I've had a job where I was on my feet the entire time, so it's playing hell on my back. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with my back problems, but yeah, you should be prepared. And if you're not, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you didn't find this information soon enough, or didn't take it seriously while you could. Because we are long overdue for a massive war. We're long overdue for a Yellowstone eruption. We're long overdue for a massive asteroid or comet impact. We're long overdue for giant earthquakes. And of course, we do have a planetary body with an elliptical orbit that plays hell on our environment every so many years. Last I know is 3,400 years. So we have that going on. A lot of people don't usually survive that planetary body coming because of all the asteroid and comet impacts that come along with it. That's why you're seeing all these fireballs in the sky. That's why you're seeing these volcanoes and earthquakes going off. And that's why we're in a solar minimum. So, things look pretty bad, people. Pretty bad. For normal, everyday people, anyway. And it's only going to get worse. Trump cannot fix what has been done. He can't. Even if he could, would you want him to? I would. We had a person we know die recently of brain cancer. Had a softball-sized tumor in his head, and he died this morning. My wife, she said, it's sad. It's not sad, people. When you die, you get out of this prison planet. You get free of your bondage. And your soul lives forever. So don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid to be hurt. Don't be afraid. Because it will be okay. It will. I hope you all have a good day. Remember, kill the state and live free.